I don't know, like, just, I don't know why she would publicly embarrass herself in this way. You don't have to. Nicole Kidman didn't have, I guess, a choice because her hairdresser decided to do her dirty. But, like, you don't have to do yourself dirty. Keep your own business to yourself. Everyone was talking about Nicole Kidman's wig at the Cannes Film Festival. Now, the Cannes Film Festival, I just have to say, bravo, my friends, bravo. Because prior to it, they said, hey, you know what? At this event, we wear clothes. So if you were thinking about not wearing clothes, you need to not come. And there was a bunch of celebrities who had to change their planned outfits, Halle Berry being one of them. I guess she decided to traumatize us again because we weren't traumatized enough after her Met Gala outfit. And so at the Cannes Film Festival, everyone had to come looking nice, and the fashion was pretty great. So it was so good that it's like, there's nothing for me to say here because you guys look nice. But at this, I guess she was so focused on like making sure that she had clothes that covered herself that somehow her wig was not properly affixed to her head. So we had some wonky situations going on with Nicole Kidman's wig. Now, granted, her hairline, whack. But what I don't understand is exactly what I'm seeing here that is wig-like. I've seen like a lot of different pictures, and I just have not found one that shows, like in the description, they're like, oh, you can see the mesh part of the wig, like the lace part right here. You can see it. I can't see it, but I can see a hairline that does not make sense. So yes, I'm tracking there. And then I was like, is it like right through here? Is that like, is that the part that's not supposed to look good? All I can say is I don't see that it's a wig. I just see that it doesn't look right. Like something's wrong. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe you guys saw a picture that was better, but everyone's talking about it. And I just like, how humiliating. How utterly humiliating to go out and, everybody on the red carpet, or a lot of people on the red carpet, are wearing hair extensions or hair pieces, or even in her case, an actual like full on wig. I mean, why wouldn't you? You're trying to look the best you can if you think that's going to help you or whatever. But then to have it put on so shoddily and have everybody talking about it would just be so humiliating. Poor Nicole Kidman. Okay, but here's the thing. She obviously didn't go out with an ill-fitting wig on purpose to embarrass herself. But what I don't understand this week is this story where this person is embarrassing themselves, but also for no reason. Chrissy Teigen this week came out. And Chrissy 3 years ago had made a real stance for sobriety. And she's like, you know what? I'm tired of being the girl who drinks too much. I'm tired of being sloppy. Like, I can do better. Fantastic. Great, Chrissy Teigen. Maybe the reason that you were telling people to kill themselves and go take a dirt nap was because you were drinking. So maybe you could like stop being such a vicious, mean girl and, going after these poor young girls online and sending them these frightening DMs now that you're sober, right? So we all cheered for her sobriety and like sarcasm and cattiness aside. Drinking is such a damaging activity. And so for anybody who decides, you know what, I'm going to take this real, I need to not drink, like, congratulations. Like, very, very sincerely. Sobriety is so important. And it's so, so, so hard for some people to admit they need to stop and then to stop and then to keep it going for 3 years. So she had 3 years of sobriety. But then recently she decided to post this whole thing on Instagram. She's telling everybody that she's really sorry because she isn't sober anymore and that she let the demon back in and that she had been really inspired to get sober, and then she just hates the fact that she can't just have one cocktail with her husband. It leads to 8 and then she's throwing up on a Tuesday morning. And on the one hand, Chrissy Teigen is such an objectionable person that I found myself being like, oh, it's Chrissy, get it together. But then like the part of me that's like, no, she's like a human being. Like, I felt really sorry for her because she's got 4 kids and I'm sure she wants to be a good mom to them. And I'm sure she doesn't want to struggle with her addiction, but she does. And I'm sure that she feels really ashamed and embarrassed. And that's what she was saying in the post. Like, I know I've let a lot of you guys down and I'm really sorry and I'm very aware of that. And I know I'm better without alcohol, and I know I'm better. I get more done and I can think more clearly and I'm more motivated and I'm less depressed. And it's like, it's 100% net positive when I don't drink. But I also know, like, I just wish I could be normal and like have a drink, but I guess I can't. I'm not here to make fun of the fact that she is struggling with her sobriety. Like, genuinely, I pray for her because drinking is just, it is the root of so much destruction in families. But she didn't owe that to anybody. If she fell off the wagon, if she started drinking again, That is between her, her husband, a therapist, whoever she's working with to help her on her sobriety journey. If she's going to AA, then she could have told that to the members of her anonymous group. She didn't know anybody anything. And I think all she's doing is inviting a lot of people's opinions about a very private situation that, like, not even one person needs to comment on whether she is or isn't sober. Like, that's such a personal journey within you, your family, and the people who are helping you to, like, maintain your sobriety. You don't owe an explanation to anybody. And I think that, like, I think celebrities, particularly ones that share so much about their lives all the time, think that they also owe you insight into their troubles. Or maybe she thought that if she was open and public about it, it would shame her into, like, actually trying to stay sober. I don't know. I just don't get why she would share that with anybody. Nobody needs to comment on it, and she doesn't owe us any explanation as to what's happening. She just needs to, like, buckle down, figure it out, because she knows she wants to be sober. Okay, so that's your thing. Like, you don't have to tell us. And, like, we don't get to say how we think about your sobriety. Like, you just work on that. You obviously want to be sober again, so do it. I don't know. Like, just, I don't know why she would publicly embarrass herself in this way. You don't have to. Nicole Kidman didn't have, I guess, a choice because her hairdresser decided to do her dirty. But, like, you don't have to do yourself dirty. Keep your own business to yourself.